Thank you.
We are so grateful
for all of your hard work over the last couple of weeks.
A simple message now spreading even further thanks to 4 friends in Buffalo. They launched a new website that helps to thank frontline workers. It's called 6 Feet Closer. Just think of it as a digital version of a thank you card.
We feel there's something very powerful about not knowing the person who's sending you the thank you video. And so we think that this gratitude is much more genuine when it's being able to know that someone across the country.
You make your own video, it'll be sent to a frontline worker anywhere in the country. And here's a way to surprise the frontline workers you love. You can nominate a nurse, doctor, firefighter, police officer, grocery store clerk, or any other essential worker to receive an uplifting message.
This too shall pass, and focusing on good and good energy and providing hope, connecting with people is one of the most powerful anchors to get us through it.
And that, my friends, is good to know.
It is all about just that bringing warmth and love to the community when people are stressed and isolated and alone.
So I've always been called to help others.
It's a sign of hope that we still recognize that all your hard work is not going to be put aside.
And then it's almost like, a miracle.
It's not like, it is a miracle.
Hey everyone, I'm Lindsay Boach. This is Good to Know, and I'm going to be delivering some good news for you this half hour. So it only makes sense to start with the Stork lady who's delivering smiles all across her Maryland community with a message that's good to know.
I want to make sure that we get them just straight so they look really, really nice.
Stephanie Hill, aka the Maryland Stork lady, is putting the final touches on her latest yard card project.
And let's move the heart over a little bit so they can see the heart, because we do care about them.
Hill and a helper are outside Lorien Health Systems in Elkridge, donating this sign to show the community's appreciation for healthcare workers on the front line.
They're taking care of us, and they're taking care of our family and our relatives and our loved ones. And that's important for us to be able to get back and help spread some sunshine.
With COVID-19, the Howard County-based businesswoman says she's been delivering even more bursts of smiles. Surprisingly, her business hasn't taken a hit.
We had received a lot of calls that people were very frantic. You know, weddings had been canceled, their flights had been canceled, birthday parties were canceled, and they wanted a way to show their family members that they cared about them and that they were thinking about them.
That's where her lawn cards come in. She's been taking orders left and right. We first saw her handiwork displayed on 80-year-old Loretta Fowler's front lawn last week. Fowler's family used the Maryland Stork lady when they realized they couldn't throw her a birthday party because of the virus. The sign helped add a personal touch to the family's matriarch's special day.
For us to be able to come together and put something as simple as something on the lawn, that's love.
Loretta's personalized happy birthday message read, 80 is the new classic. Hill says it was an honor to be part of the celebration and looks forward to creating more unique messages.
It's a wonderful business to be in, to let people know that, you know, you're thinking about them, that you care about them, and it makes a big statement.
While the class of 2020 isn't getting all the traditional pomp and circumstance this spring, there are definite signs that the communities really care about them. Like in Wellington, Florida, where shout-outs for grads are popping up in hundreds of lawns.
It's a sign of hope that we still recognize that all your hard work is not going to be put aside.
The community there is doing everything it can to celebrate the graduating high school seniors.
We're just going to make sure that our children are recognized for the hard work that they've put in over the last 13 years.
The school's principal says a virtual graduation ceremony is planned, along with some other surprises for the hardworking students.
And you have to see what's planned for a special group of grads in a unique little town. Back to Maryland we go.
At the beginning of the year, everything was so normal. Our senior year was everything we expected it to be, going to homecoming, having the time of our lives, ruling the school in the hallways and that kind of thing.
And then it stopped.
We're all just in shock at first, and then now it's gotten to the point where we're just sad.
We celebrate everything. Why can't we celebrate our seniors that need this, especially at this time?
Mal is a famous photographer, as you can see, and she sees the pretty picture in all of this. So she said, let's raise $5,000 and put the faces of graduates on banners all over town. Show us a sign, Paula.
You go through town with me and I'll say, I did that, I did that, I did that.
And now she's doing this. She is creating the banner. She knows what it's like to be a senior in high school.
No hooking day.
This town raised $5,000 in 5 seconds.
So then I'm thinking, I'm just gonna shoot for the moon.
She went over the moon. Now all 100 plus graduates get their own banner to hang throughout Havre de Grace.
So this way each student has their own flag just for themselves, and they can take it home when it's this all done.
All throughout our historic district, all along the promenade, the waterfront, the city will has hardware we can attach to the poles, and they put the banner up there, and so as many poles as we need for students, we'll get it done.
You know, bringing people together, I love that. You know, it's my favorite thing. Feelings, emotion, I love it.
Imagine walking on the streets and see those faces, and I'd be crying. I'm telling you right now, I'd be crying.
We're very, very grateful that everyone is working so hard to make us feel so special.
All right, so if you thought that was cool, you have to see what this group of students in Ohio has created.
Welcome to Massillon Washington High School.
I didn't think it was going to look that good.
A Minecraft mock-up complete with school buses, a cafeteria, gymnasium, and of course Paul Brown Tiger Stadium.
And then after I saw the stadium, I thought it looked so cool.
Minecraft is an online sandbox game where players can explore natural landscapes and build from their imagination.
With this game, we can really connect with each other and hop in a party, talk to each other, stay connected, even though we're not in school.
These students' escape from reality comes in the form of a virtual playground, friendships strengthened by pixels instead of paper and pencil.
It's cool because I just feel like we get a closer bond, even though we're not seeing each other.
Fun is something that's in short supply these days, but these students have enjoyed every second of their secluded study hall.
We could have got mad because there was a lot of mistakes, but we just kept working together and just made it better.
Here on Good to Know, we love to celebrate big occasions, and I can't think of a better reason to have a parade than for a little girl who beat cancer. Her Florida family and friends shared this special experience with us.
One of our students, Melody.
We met her in the hospital and she had cancer and she was going through chemo, and
We realized she lived in Vero Beach. She had leukemia, so this entire 5th grade school year, she has been traveling back and forth to Orlando.
And we stayed at the Ronald McDonald House, and they were staying there too.
well, we were driving and then we got to this rest stop, and I thought she was getting pulled over or something, or to check or something, and then all these cops come out with roses and stuff and this bag, and I was like, what? For me?
And it just kind of snowballed into this.
And it was crazy. And then they drove us here, and then we stopped by the where Mall Theater is, and all my friends from school were there.
To just see how their hearts are open for her, I just thank everybody. It's been such a good day for both of us, and now she's over with her chemo and cancer free. I just thank everybody.
Three-year-old Renee has been waiting for the Wilsons to adopt her since she was 7 weeks old, just like they adopted her older biological sister.
We've been just waiting to complete our family.
That's why when they found out Renee wouldn't be getting her adoption day in court, they were disappointed.
Because of COVID-19, we don't get that. She doesn't get that. We don't get those pictures, and to help her really explain what adoption is.
So Lindsay Wilson asked family and friends to drive by and show their support for Renee.
So I put the word out, and I was like, okay, well, there's 5 cars, so maybe we can get a few more. And we were not expecting this at all. And it's just so special.
One More Child, a foster and adoption advocacy organization, says though COVID-19 has put a lot of cases on hold, They've had higher numbers of people interested in fostering.
There's just an empathy that we have nationally and locally that maybe sometimes we just fast forward through our lives too quickly to really appreciate. And I think what we see is people are asking the really in-depth questions about foster care now.
That same kind of empathy shown by dozens of friends, strangers, and first responders who lined the street, showing their support and love for Renee's new forever family.
So this was super special and amazing.
Becoming a parent doesn't come with an instruction manual, and trust me, I wish it did. So that's why it's so cool to see moms supporting moms, like this one group in Ohio that's making some big changes as little ones enter the world.
Brianna Dennis is mom to 5 kids, including 1-year-old Malachi.
He's a very calm child, and I think a lot of that comes from our closeness.
She attributes that closeness to the time Malachi spends breastfeeding, but it wasn't always easy.
I think it took about 6 weeks before he would latch completely.
Dennis got the help she needed from Birthing Beautiful Communities. It's an organization made up of African American doulas who provide support for women during and after pregnancy. 3 years ago, they started a lactation program.
Our job and our curriculum has always been to make sure that the women feel empowered to breastfeed, that they have real information and real knowledge around it.
Typically, India Robertson, a board-certified lactation consultant, would lead classes in person, teaching women everything from how to get their babies to latch to if their babies are getting enough milk. But now she's holding classes a couple of times a week on Zoom.
We were afraid that a lot of women wouldn't be able to connect, which was not true. They're still able to connect to us. They're still getting the information that they need.
Mom of 7, Yukina Stallworth, attends the Zoom classes to get breastfeeding support for her 7-month-old son, Darian. It's been an adjustment, but she's grateful.
I miss seeing the ladies face-to-face. I love that face-to-face interaction.
She's encouraging new and expecting moms to join their now virtual community.
Just having another relatable person who said, I've been where you are, I know what you're going through, I know how you're feeling, is just so pleasing to the ears to hear.
A mom in Colorado is doing some awesome things to inspire her sons to do good for others.
We started a website because we wanted to help the elderly and vulnerable.
So they built the website Kids for Our Community.
I think that it's a great experience for them. I think it's a good way to spend their time now that school's closed.
The site has ways to help out, get help, art, letters, and even video.
We made a video that we can post on the website so people will know how to make masks. We folded them in half.
Wednesday, they started work on a new project for the site.
How's your job changed during the coronavirus pandemic? We interviewed the Arapahoe County Sheriff, and tomorrow we're going to interview an ER doctor.
They also plan on interviewing other essential workers in the community.
Essential workers are working hard. We should thank them.
With an additional plan for the website going forward.
To be able to send their website to a bunch of senior nursing homes as well as hospitals. I'm sure they think that it would lift their spirits.
An online family affair.
Because we're brothers and we just like to work together.
To help those who are most vulnerable, as well as the people on the front lines.
Help the community because we want to stop the COVID-19.
A tall task, but the boys are here to help.
Well, don't cut out just yet. We're going to show you how axe throwing is pulling people together from all around the world. There's more that's good to know.